pH 16.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Masoquiztic, the game show designed to be unfair. I am your host, Dr. Sensual Potato, PhD, and with me I have three guests from the musical competition website, Song Fight. We have Glenn Case.
Hi there.
Fluffy.
Hello.
And Spud.
Yeah, Spud here.
Welcome in, everybody. Welcome to Masoquiztic. I hope you have fun and suffer just the right amount. Song Fight, if you're not familiar with it, is a musical competition website where every week they give out a title. People write, record, mix, master original songs based on that title. Birdie, thank you for the resub. Subscribe for 4 months. And also, I didn't get to say thank you earlier because we were in the intro, but thank you, Rigel, for your resub as well. 9 months, that's crazy, man. Thank you. Thank you, and welcome. So Song Fight, every week they give out a title, and people record original songs, send them in, and then you can vote on them. And it's still running. They're actually... hey, Rachel, welcome in. Welcome in. We have another Song Fighter in chat here. Anybody can join. Anybody can put a song in. So if you want to do so, you can do so too. Song Fight is actually celebrating their 20th anniversary with their annual get-together convention type deal, Song Fight Live, but this one is virtual because plague. This is Song Fight Live Social and Distant. So that's very exciting. And if you want to check out Song Fight, put ! Song Fight in chat. You'll get a link there. If you want to check out the Song Fight Live stream that is going to be happening at, 5 p.m. Pacific? Is that?
That's
I think
correct.
It's 5 p.m. Pacific.
Yes.
Yeah. So you can check that out if you type ! SF live into the chat. You can get a link to the YouTube stream that will go live 5 p.m. Pacific. I am actually a song fighter as well, so you can check out my rough and unpolished and thrown together last minute set that I recorded for this Song Fight Live. So
Nice.
I'm very excited about that and very ashamed of my lack of polish. So, yeah, Fluffy's camera is doing interesting things. Getting some doubling from the guests. Okay, I know how to fix that. Pachow. Gonna turn off that desktop audio. Hopefully that fixes it and doesn't break anything else. Twitch keeps rolling the same commercial over and over again, but how else is Daddy Bezos gonna make money? We gotta,
Turn down
he's
your
starving. He needs your help. Give until it hurts. Okay,
That's what we're gonna
so
do here, right?
sorry.
That's what we're going to do here.
Right.
Give until
Absolutely.
it hurts.
Yes. All right. So speaking of hurting, let's start the hurting. Our first category, this game is called North Korea. So these are all questions about North Korea. First question is called Best Korea. Which of these ranks is the highest in the North Korean military ranking system? Is it A, Sojang, B, Wonsu, C, Soju, or D, Cheongjang?
I didn't see Dennis Rodman on there.
He actually makes an appearance later.
Ah, awesome.
Yeah. We'll be seeing. We'll be hearing of old Denny.
How do you know, Glenn? He may hold one of those titles.
It's probably true. Yeah.
Could be.
I know I do.
I'm going to use logic that really is flawed, and I'm going to go with B because Wonsu, because one just looks kind of like the English number one, and so maybe like your first in command. I don't believe it's correct, but I'm going to go with it anyway.
It's as good a guess as any.
I'm going to go with Cheongjang because it has more letters than all the rest.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with A.
Sojang, okay.
Yeah.
Well, Glenn, it turns out your reasoning, although strange, has done you well. So you score 1 point. The correct answer is, in fact, Wansu. So let's move on to our next question. But first, this is what the Wansu banner looks like. This is what goes on your
Well, I would have
epaulets.
known if you would have shown that.
Yeah. Oh, I should have put. I meant to put this slide before. That's a big whoopsie.
Will there be a test?
If I said yes, would you believe me?
This is the test, Glenn. Come on.
All right.
Should have brushed up beforehand.
Next one is a question that I apparently forgot to name in advance. I still have the placeholder text there. So this one is called TKTK Celebrities, because I just threw some letters in there to remind myself that I needed to name this, and didn't. It's well known that a few different celebrities, such as Muhammad Ali and our friend Dennis Rodman, have visited North Korea. Which of the following celebrities has not visited North Korea? Is it A, Reverend Billy Graham, anti-communist evangelical preacher, B, Damon Albarn of Blur and Gorillaz? Speaking of Blur, Fluffy pulling out the Blur, Reverend Moon, infamous for the Moonies cult, or D, pro wrestler The Undertaker?
I was expecting Henry Rollins to be on there because he did go. He did go.
That's cool.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, a bunch of musicians seem. I did some research on this one, and a bunch of musicians seem to have gone to North Korea.
The obvious one is Reverend Billy Graham, which is why I think he went there. I'm gonna.
Good logic, Glenn.
Yeah, somewhat. And based on what it is that you said there, musicians normally are the ones that are known for going. So I see one musician in there. Let's go with Damon Albarn is the one who didn't.
Okay, fair enough. Reverse psychology.
Trying to outsmart the host, huh?
So I kind of feel like North Korea loves pop culture to recruit people. So I'm going to go with C because that sort of seems like the opposite of the images they're trying to cultivate.
Fair enough. And
Well
Spud, what
done.
say you?
I'm in with Fluffy. I think it's C. I think Moon never made it.
Okay. Well, I have bad news for all of you. Reverend Billy Graham, Damon Albarn, and Reverend Moon have all been to North Korea.
It's the Undertaker that
It's
has
the Undertaker. However, interestingly, when Muhammad Ali went to North Korea, he brought a pro wrestler with him as well, Ric Flair.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and that is it's weird to see Ric Flair so put together, it's like seeing a clown acting very seriously. It's
like woo.
It's like a young Roger Stone there.
Woo. Period. Okay, this next question is called Kim Jong Fib. Which of these is not a lie told to North Koreans about the Kim family? Is it A, Kim Jong-un is a popular musician around the world? B, Kim Jong-il learned to drive at the age of 7? C, Kim Jong-il invented the hamburger? Or D, Kim Jong-un does not poop?
Oh my goodness. So that means 3 of these are lies there. I do think that Kim
Yes.
Jong-un is a popular musician around the world. I believe that Kim Jong-un submitted to Songfight under the name Lightning Ear Fart. Pretty sure that is the secret identity of Lightning Ear Fart is Kim Jong-un.
I have no answer because Glenn stole my joke.
I'm gonna driving at the age of 7, popular musician around the world. I'm gonna go with invented the hamburger. I'm between C and D, but I think I'm gonna go with invented the hamburger is the lie that they don't hear.
So
Okay, I have a point of order here. So when you say which of these is not a lie told to North Koreans,
Yeah.
could they all be lies and just not told, or is one of
Yes.
them true?
These are specifically all of these are lies. However, one of them is not a lie told to North Koreans.
It's an important clarification there.
Yes. And also, Neon Hime has redeemed some channel points to arbitrarily give a point to Spud. So, Spud, congratulations, you get a point.
To the well-dressed wizard.
Yes. Also, if you're familiar with Song Fight, you might recognize Spud from Octothorpe fame. So.
Oh, be quiet. He's gonna take the point away.
So I'm pretty sure that I've heard that they say that Kim Jong Un doesn't poop, and the other and B seem like very much things that they would share. So I'm gonna go with C, that he invented the hamburger.
Okay, so Glenn, you also voted hamburger, right?
I did.
Okay.
I did.
And Spud, have you got a?
Well, yeah, I do. Sure, I could see them saying he was a popular musician, and that he learned to drive, and also as a deity, he doesn't poop, right? So admitting that he invented the hamburger would communicate to the rest of North Korea there was such a thing as a hamburger, right? So
okay.
I'm going to make it unanimous.
Okay, we have unanimous votes for hamburger. So, in the myth, Kim Jong-il called it the double meat with bread, or double bread with meat. That's the sort of the literal translation of what Kim Jong-il invented, so to speak. So that is actually a myth told to North Koreans. And Fluffy, as you said, Kim Jong-un, according to myth, does not poop because his body is so well attuned that he does not need to poop. His body just takes care of everything and makes no waste. He's also considered a popular musician around the world, according to North Korean mythology. But Kim Jong-il, in the mythology, learned to drive at the age of 3, not 7.
Oh.
So, let's move on and meet our contestant number 1, Glenn Case. So, Glenn,
hello.
Now is the time to make
talk about myself.
Yeah, talk about yourself. Talk about
and that'll be the rest of the show. No, not really.
It could be.
Yes, internet geek musician. I write and record songs. I've released I've been a part of 6 albums that have been released this year. World record video game holder. I thought it would be really, really funny to go for the best score on the worst game, E.T. for the Atari 2600.
That's amazing.
It took me 8.5 hours, but I am the world record holder for E.T. on the Atari 2600.
That's excellent.
And yeah, that's who I am.
Cool. So, folks, it's time to vote on what curse this lovely gentleman should receive. Hey, Robertables.
That piano fucked me up.
Thank you for the sub.
So it's my curse time.
Yes. So there are 4 curses that you can choose for Glenn. The curse of Twitch, where Twitch chat chooses your answers for you. The curse of the gambler, where every correct answer gives you 2 points, and every incorrect answer takes away a point from you. The curse of spite, where if you get your answer correct, you don't score a point, but neither can anyone else. And finally, the curse of fingers, which is stolen wholesale from Trivia Murder Party, where you have to choose A, B, C, or D, and for the rest of for the next category, the next 3 questions, you can't choose that answer. However, unlike Trivia Murder Party, you do get your finger back. So,
that's nice. It grows back. It's like one of those. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So do I get to choose this?
You do not. Twitch chooses for you.
I want Twitch. Do I at least get to say what I would prefer?
Yeah.
So they
can say anything you want.
Yeah.
I'd like to actually make it to where Twitch answers the questions for me. That's what I would prefer.
Fair enough. It's pretty much decided that you're going to get Curse of Fingers on this one so far. You've got 4 votes for that. One person wants you to get the Curse of the Gambler. Yeah.
No, that's perfectly fair.
It could still easily swing You know, if we had 5 people who wanted to give you the curse of Twitch, that could happen.
Okay.
So yeah.
Like they said, oh, we already voted.
Yep.
I'm paying attention to the chat here as well. Hi, peoples.
Hi, Chad. Hi, Chad.
What's
So,
that?
oh, cool. It kind of looks like my little control panel is not. Okay.
It's because you took away one of my fingers.
It's because I took away one of your fingers. That's it. I'm gonna try to get my. Gonna try to get my control panel working here. Again. Oh, it doesn't like that. Okay, well.
I think you should have
it works
a
again.
technical difficulty screen, and the technical difficulty screen should play Octothorpe music.
Yeah, there you go. Okay,
Unless
so
the technical difficulty screen was tied to the control panel, so you had to bring it up. Then
right.
one of
So
those
Glenn,
problems.
it's been decided you've been afflicted with the curse of fingers.
Yes,
So,
this makes sense. Okay, I got my scissors right here.
live only on Dr. Central Potato PhD. The content you subscribe for. Okay, so Glenn, which answer would you like to choose? A, B, C, or D to not be able to answer?
I'm going to say the first one. Let's go with A.
Okay.
You're going to prove me wrong, but it seems like more often than not, the correct answer is not often the first one.
Okay. Fair enough.
We'll see. We'll see how real.
Potato is now rearranging the order of the answers.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. I'm just stalling so that I can just keep A from being the correct answers. Okay.
I didn't know you had to have headphones.
Yep. Thanks. We're all caught up now. Great. Okay. So let's go ahead and move on to the next category, which is cars. All right. This first one is called Rolling Death Trap. The Ford Pinto is infamous for its unsafe design, and it was such a unsafe design that a little rear end would often cause the car to burst into flames. This has been parodied a lot in popular media, but it was also dramatized, especially with a leaked memo from Ford Motors that they knew about this problem and decided to just let people get injured and die and then pay for the lawsuits rather than actually fix it, because it they figured out that it was more expensive to actually fix the problem. And this was dramatized in which of these movies? Is it A, Class Action, B, The Memo, C, Grim Calculus, or D, Dude, Where's My Car?
A, Class Action.
Okay.
No A for you, Glenn.
Choose that one.
Try again, man.
Well, the nice part is it takes the pressure off, because even if it is the correct answer, I only have to choose between 3 of them now. So it's been a while since I've seen Dude, Where's My Car, but I want it to be Dude, Where's My Car? And so let's go with Dude, Where's My Car?
All right, fair enough.
The Memo for me.
The Memo. All right.
Since Glenn can't choose A, I'm going to choose it for him. So Class Action.
Okay. Well, Fluffy, you just tied it up because it is actually
It's
Class
never
Action.
the first answer.
And it's instant regret for Glenn, who could
Yeah.
not have picked the right answer.
No, and I would have picked that too. So yeah, I totally screwed myself over with picking A. So
Fair enough. Yeah, and Rigel, yeah, D, if only Dude, Where's My Car was about the Ford Pinto. And we actually have an artist's rendition of what that would have looked like. So
expert Photoshop skills. Next
yeah,
level.
it's very difficult to tell that this is not a real movie poster, but this is actually digitally altered. Why is car?
Why is car? Why is car?
The great philosophical question, Tables. Why is car?
Dude, how is car?
This next question is called horsepower. Which of these celebrities shot their De Tomaso Pantera with a revolver when it wouldn't start? Is it A, Johnny Cash,
Yes.
B,
It's A.
DMX, C, Jimmy Page, or D, Elvis?
That sounds like Elvis to me. I'm going to go with D for Elvis, but the answer will be A, Johnny Cash. But I'm going to pick D.
Don
This
Hime
totally
makes
sounds-
a good point.
This
DMX would
totally
never
sounds
use a
like
revolver.
Sorry.
Sorry?
This totally sounds like a Johnny Cash sort of thing, so I'm going to go with A.
It does smack very much of Johnny Cash. Also, it kind of rubs it in on Glenn a little bit to pick
Yeah.
A because he can't.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I think Jimmy Page is a sleeper answer here. So I'm going to take it.
Jimmy Page. Okay. Well, Fluffy is now pulling into the lead because it was Elvis.
Oh, I said Elvis.
Yeah, it's Glenn who said Elvis.
Oh, Glenn's. Oh, my bad. My bad. See,
That's
it's so unfair. I don't even calculate the scores right.
I mean, I'll take the point, but
I don't
Yeah.
need no stinking points.
All right. So that's there. Here is a picture of the king in his yellow De Tomaso Pantera, the one that he shot.
Wow.
Yep, Elvis had a temper. That's absolutely right.
And a revolver.
And a revolver. Yes, he did.
There's the one that he presented to Richard Nixon as well. I believe that wasn't a revolver, but
All right. So this next one is called "You Made This, I Made This." Although Elon Musk was not actually one of the founders of Tesla Motors, a lawsuit allowed him and how many others to call themselves founders of Tesla Motors? Is it A, 1, B, 2, C, 3, or D, 4?
so I love Star Wars, and C3 is the beginning of C3PO, and that's my reason for picking C.
Oh, that's probably gonna be right.
so Elon Musk seems egotistical enough that he doesn't want to share it with too many people, but he does want to share it with enough people so he doesn't seem egotistical. So I'm going to go with B2.
Okay.
And I like steak, so I'm going with A1.
All right. So we have a different answer from everybody. However, none of them are correct. It is 4.
Ah!
So the early investors wanted to claim that they were founders in Tesla Motors when they were really only 2 technical founders who, along with 3 of these investors, were allowed to call themselves founders after a lawsuit. So now it's time to meet our second contestant, Fluffy, and we're also going to lift the curse of fingers from Glenn as it's time to inflict a curse on Fluffy. So let's. Oh no! So let's choose a curse for Fluffy.
Can I vote as well?
Oh yeah, you can vote.
All right.
You can vote.
Oh, and I see the curse of fingers is gone. Nice. Okay.
The curse,
Actually,
yes. So
They
the
put
curse
the curse
of
pixelation. The curse of
Yeah.
pixelation is one of the
the
It's
curse
fun.
of internet.
The curse of cat
The
on my
curse
lap.
of bandwidth. Ooh, that's not a
No.
curse. Oh, who's a good curse?
Yeah,
It's
well,
you.
she's a
Yeah.
curse when I'm trying to like concentrate on stuff. Yeah. So for introduction, so by day I'm a software engineer, and I also make comics, music, and bad decisions. Most of my stuff is on my website at beesbuzz.biz. I also sometimes stream on Twitch as Fluffy Critter, although that's pretty rare. I'm also one of the administrators of Songfight. I do a lot of the background, like maintenance of the site and the forum and stuff like that. And I've been doing Songfight since pretty much the beginning. Not quite the beginning, but like I joined in for I think the 6th fight back in the beginning of 2001. So
Wow.
yeah,
That's pretty crazy.
So I'm
Yeah,
doing it
in
a while.
fact-
Song fight's just been really important to my life. It's like it's not been a big part of my life, but an important part of my life. Let's put it that way. So
Yeah, so I knew all of this. So all of these folks are very much old school song fight folk. Um, I've known Glenn, Fluffy, and Spud over the internet through song fight when I started something like 17 years ago, and they were all there, I think, before me, except Glenn, who started around the same time.
Absolutely.
But
And then I
but-
asked you to rap. I asked you
Yes.
to be a rapper.
Yes, and I did it.
so the cat curse is great when you're wearing a black dress, though. So
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, that's true.
you're so sheddy. You're such a squish.
It looks like chat is leaning towards the Curse of the Gambler for you, Fluffy, with the Curse of Twitch followed closely behind. Curse of Twitch is very close.
I mean, the
Very
thing is, I
close.
don't even care about the points, so doing the curse of the gambler doesn't even hurt me.
I'll take your points. I think Spud should actually be the one who ends up getting the Curse of Twitch. That's
I could use the help.
Fiona,
Yes, cat is helping. This dress not good. Need more cat. Okay, it looks like Curse of the Gambler. Curse of the Gambler is it. The poll has decided. So, you are afflicted with the Curse of the Gambler. Every correct answer gets you 2 points. Every incorrect answer loses you a point, and you can go negative. So, let's continue on to our next question. And next category, for that matter. And it's called The Doors of Perception.
ooh.
The first question is called The Doors. Before Ray Manzarek formed The Doors with Jim Morrison, what band was he in? Is it A, Billy and the Boingers, B, Rick and the Ravens, C, Ray and the Reapers, or D, Dick and the Dickers?
I think Dick and the Dickers question. The answer D sounds unlikely enough to be true.
Huh. All right.
You're going to keep going with that same logic, Glenn?
Yeah.
So I was going to go with whatever Glenn said, thinking that he would know this, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't. So I'm going to go with A, Billy and the Boingers.
Billy and the Boingers. All right.
All right, I'm going to see if we can get 3 wrong answers again by going with Rick and the Ravens.
Rick and the Ravens. Well, Spud, I have to disappoint you. You did not choose incorrectly. It is Rick and the Ravens.
Damn.
So, Fluffy, you lose a point, and Spud, you gain a point.
But look for a new song fight entry from Dick and the Dickers coming.
I'm taking it as a given that at least one of these silly answers that I've come up with is going to be used as a song fight band. And for those who are fans of Bloom County, Billy and the Boingers was actually the name chosen to replace Death Tongue after Death Tongue was came under fire for being too edgy and corrupting the youth. So this next
You can't
next
corrupt the youth. They're already
Right.
corrupt.
Yes, absolutely. This next question is called The Doors of Perception. Aldous Huxley took a bunch of mescaline in 1953 as part of a study on the effects of mescaline by this psychiatrist named Humphrey Osmond. The Doors of Perception was the book that he wrote about his experiences with mescaline. And the Doors, the band The Doors, actually based their name, in turn, upon the book The Doors of Perception. The name of the book was based on a quote from which of these authors? Is it A, William Shakespeare, B, William Blake, C. Charles Bukowski, or D. Allen Ginsberg?
D. Ginsberg.
Okay.
I'm going in first here.
Yeah, I was originally going to say Ginsburg too, but then my second guess here, just to make it different, let's go B. William Blake.
William Blake. Okay.
See, I'm kind of feeling that it sounds like a Bukowski sort of thing, so I'm going to go with C.
C. All right. Well, we have another point for MF Case here.
I prefer Glenn F. Doom.
Glenn F. Doom. Glenn F. Doom. I see we have more MF Doom fans in the audience as well. So excellent. And I'm sorry, Fluffy, but your score is now -1. So the Curse of the Gambler is not doing you too many favors here.
I am the real Glenn F. Doom.
Maybe I need to get a D4 and like make it real.
There you go. And for those curious, the quote is, "If the doors of perception were cleansed, everything would appear to man as it is, infinite." So this last question is called perception. The perceptual phenomenon where a person is involuntarily stimulated in one or more sense, e.g. touch or smell, when another sense, like hearing, is stimulated, is called what? Is it called A, synesthesia, B, dysplasia, C, sensomorphia, or D, glands?
ASM.
I got Fluffy.
I've already answered.
Yeah, no, it is definitely A, synesthesia.
Okay.
I think it is option E, ASMR.
Which
No,
option? What did Glenn vote?
No, it's A. I'm going
it's
to
A.
C. Yeah.
Okay, straight A's. Well, yep, that is the correct answer. So we've got one more point for Glenn and for Spud, and 2 more points for Fluffy. So you brought yourself back to where you were before, and good for you. The curse is lifted. And now, let's go ahead and meet our third contestant, Spud.
Yeah, here I am.
Yeah, there he is. That's the guy right there. It was him, officer.
So, is this me? Oh, I'm Spud. I've been in Songfight for a while as well. 2001, my band Octothorpe submitted our first song, Bean to China, which we considered to be a one-off, never to be done again. It was just something we did on an afternoon in the office. And damn it if we didn't win, so we were forced to enter again. We got beat up on the boards, and so we had to continue in order to redeem ourselves. Eventually, I became Fight Master Senior by helping to save Songfight when its original creator disappeared, basically, and gained that title. Now, mostly ceremonial, since I don't do a damn thing at Songfight. I think they even shut me off from access to the server because I might break it. I already did. Let's see. Look, this guy calls himself Dr. Sensual Potato. I'll bet he doesn't have over 100 Mr. Potato Heads like I do, or a Mr. Potato Head tattoo on his left shoulder.
Wow.
Like I do. This Mr. Potato Head is not exactly original. I printed the ears myself, just because I didn't have a Spock potato head. I have many other character potato heads. You can see some behind me there. There's a R2-D2 potato head back there for you, Glenn.
Aha!
I do a lot of 3D printing. Those are my necklaces behind me, my on-air sign. I recently printed for my hosting duties at Songfight Live next weekend. Not next weekend. Yeah, next weekend, next Sunday. Sunday night is the live fight. Every year at Songfight Live, we post a title in advance, shortly in advance of the live performance, and people are allowed to write a song, perform it, and we vote on them. We're doing that again this year virtually. So
One
Yeah,
small
and,
bead, by the way, in the chat, one small bead said, someone is a maker and you don't know the half. Spud's also an architect who built his house, and it is the most incredible house that you will ever see.
Wow.
I live in a house called the Stargate. Yes, I'm an architect, and these days I make augmented reality for a living.
That's awesome. So a little bit of extra information about Octothorpe. Octothorpe is one of the I don't even. I mean, it's hard to. I always struggle with what to say about Octothorpe. I think the
It's
only
its
real
own
way to
genre.
understand Octothorpe is to listen to several Octothorpe songs.
You got to
Somebody
be
in chat.
careful which ones, though.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
So
I think it's like
it looks.
if Tom Waits had Lewis Black as a lead vocalist.
Mm.
And that's not even me. I'm not the lead vocalist.
So so yeah, okay. It looks like Spud, you've been afflicted with the curse of Twitch, which means that for the next category, Twitch chat will be choosing your answers for you.
Well, I'll see you guys later.
People are saying they want to see the house. You could just show them around.
I'm interested too. I'm interested.
My cable on my camera isn't that long, Glenn.
All right. Well, let's move on then. Let's move on to the next category, which is charities. This first question is called Uncharitable. Which charity has sued other charities over the use of the color pink? Is it A, Susan G. Komen, B, the Red Cross, C, the Pink Fund, or D, Pink Rose Charities?
Well, the one that I associate with pink is Susan G. Komen, and so I'm going to go with A.
Yeah, I'm going with A too, and I know that they've also done all sorts of weird co-branding stuff where like getting like drills and stuff like big earth mover drills made pink for breast cancer awareness for whatever reason. So
I have an interesting fact to add to this question since I can't give an answer. T-Mobile has also sued many folks over the use of the color pink.
Wow.
That's interesting.
no, it's over magenta, not over pink.
Well, they call it magenta. Some people call themselves that.
Yes.
Someone, by the way, someone said not to be creepy, but I Googled Stargate House, and if this is the right one, it's gorgeous, and I bet it is.
Is it? Can you Google it? I'm definitely Googling that like right after this episode. It looks like the popular answer on this one is A. You've got 4 votes coming in. Voting is now over, and it is A, which means all of you get a point. It is Susan G. Komen, and we've had our resident in-house artist mock up a new logo, a reimagining of the Susan G. Komen logo. Susan G. Komen, if you're here, you're welcome. All right. This next question is called Good Boy. In 2011, a golden doodle whose home was roughly the 5-mile mark of a charity half marathon became very excited and joined in on the half marathon. He ran it all the way to the end, getting attention from several media outlets, made it to the end, and then returned home just completely on a whim. And the owners didn't know until they saw it on the news. And while the dog was not actually registered to run in the charity half marathon, onlookers thought that this was such a cool dog that they set up like a GoFundMe type thing to raise money, and then raised over $13,000 because this adorable dog joined in on this half marathon. So what was this dog's name? Is it A, Dozer, B, Puppy, C, Duty, or D, Red?
I want it to be Puppy, but I don't think it's going to be Puppy. But let's go with Dozer. Hey, Dozer.
Dozer. Okay.
Hmm?
Oh, and I gotta set up the the poll. So chat, go ahead and answer for Spud.
All right. So as while chat is answering for me, I did Google Stargate House, and I can confirm that the house, which has got several hits under house.com, is my house.
There you go. And LFA says the metal segment in the house is so cool. And it is. It's amazing.
I'm going to go with A as well, because that just seems like the only actual dog name there. I mean, I can see Puppy and Duty as being like nicknames, but probably not what would be shared on TV. And Red could be a very ironic name for a dog, but I'm going to go with Dozer. A.
All right. So we've got only a couple seconds left in the voting poll, and it looks like there's
Someone picked the right
it's
answer.
it's split between A and C.
They just want Spud to say Duty.
Yeah.
So you should give him half credit if one of those is right.
Okay, apparently it's a tie between A and C, so I'm just going to
You can tie break it. Or let Spud tie break it.
Spud, I guess I'll let you pick because I don't actually have a plan
Duty,
for
what
what
the
to
hell?
do. Duty, okay. All right. It is actually Dozer.
Ah, yes.
So we have another point for Glenn and Fluffy on this one. And
We have a saying. We have a saying at Song Fight, which is, what do you get when you win Song Fight? Nothing. So you got a bunch of people here don't really care that much about points.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, you gotta get people in here to friend flood the right answer.
Yes.
All right, next question is called Donate Stan.
Oh, okay.
Which of these countries banned supermarkets from throwing away, deliberately spoiling, or destroying unsold food, forcing them instead to donate the food to food banks and other charities? Is it A, Spain, B, Prussia, C, Belarus, or D, France?
Well, first of all, I want to say thank you for letting me know that it was Donate Stan, because at first I thought it was Don 8 Stan. And I really was
Ooh.
feeling pretty bad for Stan there, because I figured that this might have been a question about eating people. So
This is shades of 7, 8, and 9 all over again.
it really is.
So I'm going to go with some strategy here. I think that Donate Stan, like the Stan, is a hint. So I'm going to go with Belarus. C.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would agree with that. But Prussia has the word Russia in it, so I'm going to go with B.
That's solid reasoning.
That means they'd have food left over, Glenn. They don't.
All right, so
What am
we
I
have Prussia from Glenn, Belarus from Fluffy, and let's see, we have a split between A and D for Spud's answer.
Oh, it looks like
A just pulled ahead. Yeah.
A pulling ahead.
Oh, I can vote.
Oh, it's split again. And Don, he made great point. Definitely not America. Oh, and it's D. Last second, it's D.
That was me. That was me. I chose for you, Spud.
That was me. I did it. I pulled the trigger. I got him. Haha, it was me. And actually, it is France. So
All right.
Welcome.
chat has
Go
done
team.
you a
Go
favor. All right. And now we come to the portion of the game that we call Chat Tyranny. And at the same time, we are lifting the curse of Twitch from Spud. So we have Glenn in the lead with 6 points, Fluffy with 3 points, and Spud with 5 points. And now is the time when you, chat, get to decide who should get 2 points for no other reason than you want to. So, chat, you get to decide which of these lovely people should get 2 points. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the latest song from Lightning Ear Fart. All right, I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna need an original song now. Just improvised original song for the title "Bed Calzone." Let's go.
Bed calzone, it tastes good. Bed calzone, it's technically food.
Hey, Glenn.
Bed calzone is a ravioli. I can confirm to revertables.
It's a ravioli you eat.
But it's a Pop-Tart ravioli.
Not like a tart, I wanna be dead. Bed calzone, I love you so very much.
I don't write lyrics, just the music.
Actually, there was a funny incident when way back when I was still songfighting, when I posted the lyrics to my song possibly in the wrong place. I don't know exactly what happened, but I posted them in advance of the fight, and then the lyrics to the Octothorpe song that week ended up being the ones that I posted. So there ended up. I'd have to look back at it and figure that out. I don't remember which song, but I'm gonna figure that out because now I'm curious.
We've done that more than once.
I got you now.
Bed calzone.
And I know that it's bad for my heart, but I gotta have that starch. And I eat it all up on my own. It's called a bed calzone. Bed calzone. A bed calzone. Gotta have that bed calzone. Bed calzone. Bed calzone. Gotta have my bed calzone.
You know, Spud already won.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
The Iwi alone would.
I
Yeah.
cheated
all right. So
by being Spud.
he cheated by being Spud. It's true.
I may
All right.
actually
Well, we've
have to
got.
write and record that. I'll do that in playback, and I'll do a full version of Bed Calzone. I'll record it later.
I expect it for the next song fight live. With the next stream, by the way, not the next stream, but the one after that, because the next song fight live stream is tonight at 5 p.m. Pacific, and all of these folks will be at least there, I imagine, if not involved. I have a set in this song fight live stream, so definitely check it out. Definitely check out song fight. And with that said, we've got 2 more points to Spud, putting him in the lead with 7 points. And
That's
with
fair.
that, we enter the final category of Masoquiztic, the category that always comes last, the unfair category.
Oh, the rest of it has been so fair. So fair.
Yeah, right. So if the previous categories of questions seem too fair to you, well, I have great news for you. This is so much worse. The first question is called "The Answer is A." I'm just gonna give you this one. The answer is A. Is
But-
the answer A,
A, B, A.
B, A, C,
I
A,
saw that's coming.
or D, A?
Well, my rapping name is the Death Author, and that's DA, so that's going to be my reasoning for picking D.
I mean, any port in a storm.
And I'm gonna go
That's
with
a tough-
A. Oh, because Baba, Baba is
Okay.
you. So
Ooh, yeah. Bubba is you answer. Bubba is answer. There we go.
I hope it's A, so I can go,
It's a tough call. It's a tough call, but I'm going to go with A.
Ah, all right.
But which A?
Exactly.
The answer is A.
Yeah.
So, Baba is win on this one because the answer is B.
Yes.
So,
Hey, it's not fair.
correct. It's the other thing.
See, I still did it.
All right. Next question is called Memory Test. What was the letter of the correct answer to the first question that I asked you?
Let me go back in your stream here.
Yeah. Is it A, B, B? You get it. You get it. I don't need to say all of them.
I want to say it was C. I don't
See,
recall.
okay.
I see.
Yeah, revertibles. This might be the worst question that I've come up with, except
I
maybe that answer where that question where the correct answer was E and it wasn't even on the slide. That one was probably worse.
I'm gonna go with D.
D.
This one
Okay.
made me laugh. I gotta say, it made me laugh. I'm going to go with A because the answer is A.
All right. We have a D. We have
Answer
an
is
A.
never A.
The answer is never A until you pick A with a curse of fingers. Then it's always A.
Yes.
All right. So can I get a recap of the answers?
Yeah,
Glenn
I believe I said C.
Glenn with C. Fluffy, you said D. Is that correct?
Yes, D.
And Spud, you were A.
I said B.
You said B.
Yeah, no, I said A.
Oh,
Make up your mind.
okay.
What?
Well, you said A at the last moment.
No, I said A. I said A.
Yeah. All right. The correct
I
answer
was just
was
trying to
B.
see how your memory was.
I was
So
close.
the correct answer was B. So,
Of course it was.
all right. So moving on to the last question, thy dungeon man. You are thy dungeon man. You find yeself in yon dungeon. Ye see a scroll. Behind ye scroll is a flask. Obvious exits are north, south, and Dennis. What wouldst thou do? Get ye flask. Is it A, you get ye flask? B, I don't see ye item here. C, you can't get ye flask. Or D, ye are eaten by a grue.
The correct answer is A. You get ye flask.
I love the strong
I'm
bad
sure
boys.
I'm missing a reference here, but I've always had a great fondness for grues, so I'm gonna go with D.
You are
Fair enough.
eaten by a grue. I'm going to get the freaking flask, all right? A. Get ye flask. Arama.
Well, Spud, you can't get ye flask.
Oh, you can't.
So this
It's been
is
a while
actually
since I played by Dungeonman, yeah.
yeah. This is a reference to the game Thy Dungeon Man of Homestar Runner and Strong Bad fame. And when you try to get ye flask, it tells you can't get ye flask.
It's been a long time since I played it. I knew the reference, but I didn't remember that portion of it, apparently.
Yeah, well, it's obviously a very fair and obvious question. I'm disappointed in every one of you for not knowing the answer to this. So, with
how
that,
do you even watch that anymore? Flash is dead.
right?
Yeah.
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't think about that, but this is particularly unfair now because you can't even play this game anymore. Yeah.
Wow. See, there you go. Oh, and I love
There you
that
go.
they just did they recently did a song for COVID, and
Oh, really?
portion of it is kids are gross. They touch their butts, and then they touch their faces, and they come and touch us.
Thanks, Glenn.
You are welcome.
Yeah.
And he wears a luchador mask, basically. So it's really, really you.
I'll be thinking about that all day.
All right, so that brings us to the end of the episode. This has been a fantastically fun episode. Thank you again to our contestants, Glenn, Fluffy, and Spud. And
Hey, Glenn, you didn't win.
you should definitely check out.
I didn't.
He did not win. Spud is our winner for this episode. Congratulations, Spud. So one more time, let's pull up the Songfight link and the SF Live link. Again, I encourage everybody, if you're not already going to check out Songfight Live, check it out. Songfight is a hell of a lot of fun. Submit a song, even if you think you're no good. I guarantee you, especially if you're no good. Songfight celebrates that too.
We are adding another fight, by the way, on Friday. Friday there will be there is a special tribute to Brother Machine.
Oh, so, fantastic!
Yeah.
Which
he passed away of cancer at the age of 36. He was phenomenal, and so I've been putting together something that I thought was going to be like 20 minutes long. It's up to 50 minutes long thus far.
Wow.
And so it's merits, I guess, at this point being its own episode. So
Is that on the Songfight Live channel, Glenn? It
will be on Friday.
That was a plug.
Yep.
Fantastic. Yeah, and you know, it's far and away, Space Cadet by Brother Machine is my favorite Songfight song ever. That's the best song that I have ever heard out of Songfight, and it's such a damn shame about Seth.
Yeah, he was something special, and we're playing the 2004 Songfight Live Austin set as part of it, and that's one of the songs that he played in the set.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. So definitely check it out. Again, Songfight is celebrating its 20th anniversary. So this is like very excited. I had no idea it was going to last this long. I actually recently told somebody like, "Hey, I'm doing Songfight again for the first time in forever," and he's like, "Oh, Songfight still exists? That's great." Yeah, sure, I'll go and check it out. Anywho, yeah. So. Folks, thank you for coming. This is Masoquiztic. I'm your host, Dr. Central Potato, PhD, and I will see you next time.
I've heard that the trick to being a good person is to do more good things than bad things, and that sounds pretty cool. Me, I mostly do neutral things.